Okay, so I just started planting. I made one pass out and back. Everything seems to be working pretty good. So last year I was going down that way and back. This year I'm going to go perpendicular to that. You kind of see how this works. So you can see the disc right there and how it cuts a trench in the ground, and you can see where the seed falls out of the spout here, falls into that trench, and then as this press wheel passes over it, it packs the seed down. That's what it looks like after it's all done. So we're just going to keep going here. This is what it looks like inside the grain box. You can see how there's little cavities where the seed is falling down over those metering cups. So that all looks like it's working right. So that's about $800 worth of seed right there in that box. So we're going to keep going, and I'll create another video from the tractor. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the tractor. You can see the seed flowing out of those metering cups down into the from up here. So that's a nice confirmation that everything's working right. So I'm about halfway done planting here. Just decided to stop and check the grain box. You can tell that all the metering cups are feeding because there's little divots, seed just flowing down into those metering cups. You can see that on all of these, so that's good. It looks like I've used about half of the grain that's in here, so I think got the metering rate just right where it needs to be. So we're going to keep going and have this done here pretty quick. Okay, so I just topped off the drill with the last bit of seed that I mixed up. It's going pretty well. The ground seems to be just about right. Relatively moist. There's definitely some moisture down in there. It's about 45 degrees out here today, beginning of March, and there's supposed to be some moisture coming in the next couple of days, so I think this was a pretty good window to get this done. So I just finished planting this 8 acres. At the end of the day, it took about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It went pretty quick. This is definitely the fun part. In theory, you can go as fast as you want because the metering system is all based on or driven by the wheel. So the faster you go, the faster it's going to plant, and the rate per acre will be the same. So I was moving along pretty good there towards the end. Everything seemed to go well, didn't have any issues. It's a real tribute to this old equipment. It's amazing that something built in 1947 still works so well to this day. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. One thing this drill is missing are the row markers. There's an arm that would attach right here and pivot there. It's half the length of the drill, and it would swing out over here, and there would be a disc on it that would mark it would leave a trench in the ground to mark where the center of the drill should be on the next row or the next pass. So you would just center the tractor on that row or on that mark, and everything would be lined up. Pretty simple device. You would have one on each side. This one, or those are missing from this drill. I could make some pretty easily, but instead of doing that, I just quickly put some boards up here on the front of the tractor that mark where the outside disc is. So this little string right here is basically telling me where my outside disc is going to be. So as I'm driving along, I just put that string, or that marker right there, right on the edge of where I finished planting, and that keeps everything lined up straight. Or, well, it keeps it lined up. Straightness is another story, which I'm not well at. But at the end of the day, the cows don't care how straight the rows are. The grass tastes the same either way, I think. So, yeah, that's about the end of that. There's a little bit of seed left in the drill, and when it gets down to the last few pounds of seed like that, it kind of takes two people. You need to have someone riding on the back of the drill to keep the last little bit of seed flowing into the metering cups. So I've commandeered some help from my brother-in-law. He's going to be over here in an hour or so to help me with that. So until then, I'm just going to get things cleaned up and get ready for the next project. Okay, so we're on the back of the drill, keeping this last little bit of seed flowing into the metering cups while Steve is driving the tractor. You can see now seed doesn't necessarily flow in into the last little bit here. So I have to manually push it in by hand. Okay, so we got the grain drill cleaned out. The last little bit of seed is all planted and the grain drill is emptied out. He's taking the tractor back to the shop, and I'm going over here to get my pickup, and we'll follow him back. So a few months from now, we'll see if any of this stuff actually grows. So I should show you the very last step of this, which is preserving the equipment for the next time I need to use it. So this thing did a great job for me today. It took care of me, so I'm going to take care of it. I went through and greased all of the grease zerks, oiled all the gears and shafts, cleaned all the little bit of seed that was left in here out, and coated all these metering cups with some old diesel, just using a paintbrush to keep it all nice and well lubricated and preserve it for the next 12 months before I need to use it again.